Deep within the heart of the Amazon, where the canopy seals the sky and ancient secrets hide beneath the soil, lurks a silent, misunderstood predator. It doesn't spin webs in trees. It doesn't dangle from silk. It waits, buried beneath the earth, still as stone, until something dares to wander too close. This is the Goliath Birdeater. With a leg span that can stretch the width of a dinner plate and a body heavy enough to rival a newborn kitten, Theraphosa blondie holds the title of the world's largest spider. But size alone does not define the Goliath. This is a creature sculpted by millions of years of survival, a perfect example of power, patience, and primal design. Native to the rainforests of northern South America, in the wilds of Venezuela, Guyana, Suriname, and northern Brazil, the Goliath makes its home beneath logs, rocks, and root-covered burrows. These damp, shadowy chambers are more than just shelter. They are hunting blinds, fortresses, nurseries. Despite its terrifying reputation, the Goliath is a shy and secretive arachnid. It does not seek conflict. It prefers to let the jungle pass by unnoticed. But when hunger calls, the Goliath emerges. This spider doesn't use webs to trap its prey. It relies instead on raw power. Equipped with massive fangs nearly 2 centimeters long, it strikes with speed and force, piercing the exoskeletons of insects and the soft tissue of amphibians. Its venom, while not deadly to humans, is more than enough to subdue its prey. What follows is brutal efficiency. The Goliath injects digestive enzymes into its catch, liquefying flesh from the inside. Then it drinks its meal, sipping what was once muscle, organ, and bone. Its diet ranges from beetles and cockroaches to frogs, lizards, and even snakes. Small mammals like mice may also fall victim, though reports of it eating birds are extremely rare. Still, the name bird eater remains. When threatened, the Goliath does not run. It stands its ground. First it hisses, a sharp warning made by rubbing bristles on its legs together, a sound known as stridulation. If that fails, it launches a final defense. A cloud of urticating hairs, tiny barbed projectiles kick from its abdomen. To predators, these hairs are irritating at best and blinding at worst. Few animals dare to attack a healthy adult Goliath, but young spiders are not so lucky. They are vulnerable to ants, wasps, snakes, and even cannibalistic members of their own species. A female Goliath lays hundreds of eggs at once, sealing them in a silk sac. She guards them fiercely, sometimes for months. When the spiderlings hatch, they scatter into the forest floor, tiny and fragile, each one a miniature monster in the making. And they grow slowly, over several years, molting their exoskeleton again and again until they reach their monstrous adult size. Females can live up to 20 years in the wild. Males, however, are short-lived. After their final molt and mating, they often die within a year. In some cases, they are even eaten by the female. Despite their fearsome appearance, Goliath bird eaters pose no real threat to humans. Their venom causes mild pain and swelling, comparable to a wasp's sting. Their hairs can be irritating, but they are not fatal, and they rarely bite unless provoked. Yet myths persist. Stories of deadly jungle spiders devouring birds, attacking people, and chasing explorers. But the truth is far more fascinating than fiction. This spider is no villain. It is a vital part of the ecosystem, controlling insect populations, feeding predators, and continuing a lineage that began long before humans walked the earth. For centuries, we've feared the things that creep in the dark. But if we stop to look closer, we might see not a monster, but a marvel of evolution. Everything about the Goliath is exaggerated. Its body is covered in dense, bristly hairs, each one serving a purpose. Some sense vibrations, others act as armor. And a special set can be weaponized, flung into the air to irritate eyes and skin. Its fangs, forged from hardened chitin, can puncture a rat's skull, not to inject deadly venom, but to secure its grip and begin digestion. Its legs are built like hydraulic pistons, powerful and fast, designed to strike, then vanish. But for all its might, the Goliath is almost blind. With poor eyesight, it relies on fine sensory hairs and vibrations in the soil to detect prey. It feels the world more than it sees it. Contrary to popular belief, the Goliath is not aggressive by nature. It is cautious, calculated, and often reluctant to waste energy. Many spend days, even weeks, waiting inside their burrows for the right moment to strike. Others roam, especially during mating season. When confronted by predators such as coyotes, snakes, or wasps, the Goliath uses a threat display, front legs raised high, fangs bared, and a loud hissing sound. It's a bluff, an attempt to scare off danger without fighting. Only when cornered does it strike with intent, and even then its bite is rarely lethal. Its venom is adapted for small prey, not defense against giants. To grow, the Goliath must molt, a process as dangerous as any battle. It sheds its exoskeleton in a vulnerable, motionless state. If the molting goes wrong, if it gets stuck, flipped, or injured, the spider can die. Yet molting is the key to regeneration. After a successful molt, the Goliath may regrow lost limbs, restore damaged fangs, and renew its hairs. For females, molting continues for decades. They can live for 20 years or more in the wild. Males, on the other hand, rarely survive more than 5 or 6 years, often dying shortly after reaching sexual maturity. The courtship of Goliath spiders is a dangerous game. The male must approach the female's burrow carefully, tapping the ground with his legs to signal intent. If she's not receptive, he risks becoming her next meal. But if accepted, the two perform a brief mating ritual. The male then retreats quickly, his life's purpose fulfilled. The female soon crafts a large silk egg sac containing up to 200 eggs. She guards it with her life, fending off ants, fungus, and even other spiders. When her spiderlings hatch, they emerge into a hostile world. Few will survive. Fewer still will reach her size. Though feared, the Goliath is a keystone predator in the rainforest floor. By controlling populations of insects, frogs, and rodents, it helps maintain ecological balance. Its burrows also benefit other species, used by lizards, frogs, and beetles when vacant. Its body, when it dies, becomes food for ants and scavengers. A giant returned to the cycle of life. Despite their terrifying reputation, Goliath bird eaters are not enemies of humans. They are shy, non-aggressive, and vital to their environment. Yet habitat loss threatens their future. As rainforests are cleared for agriculture and mining, the Goliath's world is shrinking. They are also captured and sold in the exotic pet trade, often kept in tanks far from the jungles they once ruled. Education is the best defense for creatures like this, because fear fades when knowledge takes its place. It is easy to be afraid of what we don't understand, but the Goliath is not a monster. It is a marvel, an evolutionary success story written in silk and fangs. It is a symbol of the untamed, a living remnant of a wilder world. So next time you think of the word spider, don't think of the web in the corner of your room. Think of the jungle, of moonlight glinting on hairy legs, of quiet footsteps on the forest floor, of a titan hidden in the dark. The Goliath Birdeater, not just the largest spider in the world, but one of the most remarkable. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. More amazing creatures are just around the corner. See you in the next documentary.